Alright, 6th graders, today we're going to be solving these inequalities, and I think the most important thing to remember is to kind of just treat it like an equation. Although if you switch the side of the x, so let's make note of if you switch, there's a C there, the side of the x. So for instance, if you move it from the right side to the left side to help you to graph it more easily, you have to switch the inequality. So, for example, if you have 4 is less than or equal to x, well, it applies for any variable, right? So if you happen to have n or p or q, I'm just using x as an example. So if you switch the side of the variable, that is, you need to switch the side of the inequality. So if I put x and I have 4, then my symbol has to always be facing the way it was before. So this would read 4 is less than or equal to x, and this would read x is greater than or equal to 4, but they're both saying the same thing. Okay? So let's look at a few examples. So we have negative 12 is greater than x minus 7. So we're treating this a lot like an equal sign. We have to figure out what's being done to x. Well, 7's being subtracted from it. So I'm going to show my work. I'm going to show what I'm doing to both sides. Although this is not a very good problem for you because it includes negative integers. So I need to go back and fix that. So let's look at something a little bit different since we have not gone over integers yet. I'm sorry about that. We could just say 12 is greater than x minus 7. And then we would have to add 7 to both sides. We would have 19 is greater than x. Now, if we wanted to graph it, remember it's always easier to flip it. So if we have x and 19, remember that 19 is what is bigger than. That's the way our Pac-Man wants to eat, like you guys learned how to compare. And then we would find it on the number line. We could say it's here. It's going to be an open circle because it's not less than or equal to, and then our arrow's going to the left. Okay? So hopefully that is very helpful. What if we had r plus 1 is less than or equal to 4. So we would subtract 1 from both sides. R is less than or equal to 3. Okay, same thing here. We would plot it, find the 3. But remember, it's a closed circle. And again, that arrow is going to the left. Okay? Remember, don't get caught up too much. When you have 3x is greater than 3, remember, you're undoing it. So you're dividing both sides by 3. You have x is greater than 3. And this time, it's an open circle at the 3, and our arrow's going to the right. Okay, same with things if you have like k over 4, remember that's division, is greater than or equal to, we'll say 7. To undo it, we would multiply both sides by 4. Make sure you're showing that. So we would have k is greater than or equal to 28. This time we would find 28 here. We would close, and our arrow is going to the right. Alright? So hopefully that's not too bad. The other things you'll have to do is when you solve, you will check, okay, let me show you. It's easier for me to explain this way. So if I had 5 is greater than x over 5, and I wanted to know which ones would work, you could do it one of two ways, right? You could put these each in, so you would have 20 divided by 5 is 4. Is 5 greater than 4? Yes. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Is 5 greater than 5? No, right? It's actually equal to, so that wouldn't work. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Is 5 greater than 1? Yes. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Is 5 greater than 3? Yes. So you would choose what it was. Or you could have solved it, right? So we would have to multiply both sides by 5. So you'd have 25 is greater than x, or x is less than 25. So anything 25 or more would not work. So that might have been easier for you to do this way. It might have been easier for you to do that way, but those are two different ways you could do this. If you want to do one more to practice that, let's do, well, I'm gonna keep it all on one page here for you. How about 6x is less than or equal to 18, and we're choosing from 5, 4, 3, 2. It's not 32, it's a 2 and a 3. Okay, so I'm going to divide both sides by 6. X has to be less than or equal to 3. So it can be 3, it can be 2, but these are both greater than, so it's not those. Okay, so there's another example for you. Have a fantastic day.